Coming up on CBC Vancouver News. A broken record and a historic flyby. Humans have now seen a part of the moon unlike ever before, what the Artemis II crew saw. Plus, it's been a long weekend of delays and disruptions for BC Ferries passengers.
I was wondering whether I'd be bumped or delayed or so on, but I am 2 hours ahead of schedule, and all is good.
It's really crowded, and I think that has to do with boats being cancelled and everyone being crowded onto one boat.
We're trying to manage, increasing demand and really constrained operations.
Why the challenges continue. And back in the ring.
What I thought is we need a platform for young Indigenous boxers to be able to shine.
After 2 decades, the rumble of a long-awaited Indigenous boxing tournament returns.
This is CBC Vancouver News.
Hello, I'm Baneet Braich, and thanks for joining us. It's been a long weekend of ferry disruptions and delays. BC Ferries says more sailings are being canceled today due to the weather. Now, travel seemed to be calming Monday morning, but as Tanushi Bhatnagar reports, passengers are raising questions about the recurring issues, and more sailings are at risk for cancellation.
After a few days of delays and cancellations for many BC Ferries passengers, the last day of the Easter long weekend is proving stress-free for some.
We just walked on and we just walked off, so it was good.
I was wondering whether I'd be bumped or delayed or so on, but I am 2 hours ahead of schedule, and all is good.
I'm going to get my ticket at the booth and then just kind of walk on and hope for the best.
A sigh of relief for travelers now on the other side of what BC Ferries says is its 4th busiest long weekend.
Unfortunately, a series of mechanical issues this weekend has made it, certainly more challenging than anyone wanted.
BC Ferries says an aging fleet along with bad weather is to blame for those disruptions. It has now cancelled 2 sailings in both directions between Huasan and Swartz Bay after Environment Canada forecast strong winds in the Strait of Georgia Monday night into Tuesday. The Queen of Surrey, sailing between Vancouver and the Sunshine Coast, broke down on Sunday, shortly after it was put back into service after a scheduled repair. That issue also causing cancelled trips between Vancouver and Nanaimo on Sunday and Monday, with no timeline from BC Ferries for when the vessel will be back.
After its first round-trip sailing, crews identified a mechanical issue with the vessel's steering panel, so it was an electrical issue that they're continuing to troubleshoot today.
More mechanical issues affected passengers sailing between Texada Island and the Sunshine Coast, and between Vancouver and Victoria. For now, the company has put into place alternative routes, adjusted schedules, and water taxis.
All of the vessels that serve our major routes, they are all at the end of their operational life.
The fleet's getting old. They need to be updating it with new ferries.
It's really crowded, and I think that has to do with boats being cancelled.
The Ministry of Transportation says it is working closely with BC Ferries as it updates its fleet and plans for the future. Tanushi Bhatnagar, CBC News, Huasan.
The crew of the Artemis II mission has accomplished an incredible feat successfully, approaching the moon, then slingshotting around it. They've now traveled farther from Earth than anyone ever before. Karen Pauls shows us what they saw. Here in BC, people are watching the progress of the mission closely, and here's what some spectators had to say.
Expanding our scientific knowledge, pushing further, kind of showing what we can do, like both technology-wise and just as, as humanity is really, really cool.
It's pretty amazing. It's part of history, right? Especially that a Canadian gets to be part of it.
They're pushing the boundaries of what we know, and that is really special, and I think that resonates with a lot of people, and I think it will inspire a lot of young people to also put themselves in those shoes.
The Artemis II is slated to land back on Earth on Friday. That's 9 days after its Florida launch. We'll try to bring you more from what those astronauts saw today soon. The number of free festivals in Vancouver is dwindling amid higher expenses and reduced funding. But Vancouver City Council is looking for a way to prop up those events with a new solution. Troy Charles has those details.
It's no secret Vancouver's free festivals are facing financial strain. Many have disappeared over the years, including the long-running Honda Celebration of Light. It's cancelled indefinitely due to a lack of government and private sector funding.
These events are so loved by Vancouverites that it's a shame that we're seeing so many being cancelled and not funded properly.
The Vancouver International Jazz Festival has had to downsize after losing TD Bank as its title sponsor.
It can be a little bit of a downward spiral. Once you lose a sponsor, then you have to get smaller, and then it becomes harder to find bigger sponsors again.
In response, Vancouver City Councillor Pete Fry called on city staff to develop a multi-year financial support fund for festivals, community celebrations, and major public events.
So many of these festivals are really run, with blood, sweat, and tears and the efforts of volunteers. But it still takes money to make things happen.
The city already provides funding and has recently been helping festivals in need with one-off grants. Car-free days were to be canceled this year until the city provided a $30,000 injection. The city approved $45,000 to cover a budget shortfall for the Vancouver Vaisakhi Parade. And councillors allocated up to $2 million to host a one-day free fireworks festival this August, following the loss of the Celebration of Light.
What this is about is creating a more predictable and sort of dedicated fund that could be drawn upon.
McFadden says the West 4th BIA has to raise roughly $500,000 every year to throw the Katsalano Street Party.
Something consistent that we know potentially that we're going to get, that, Katsalano and the Jazz Fest are going to get XYZ every year for the next 5 years would really give us a great base to start from.
Fry's motion passed unanimously. City staff will report back in September. Troy Charles, CBC News, Vancouver.
After 2 decades, it's the revival of the Buckskin Gloves Indigenous boxing tournament in Richmond. CBC's Wamish Hamilton shows us how culture and boxing are going hand in hand.
Boxers, are you ready?
After a 2-decade absence, a much-loved Indigenous boxing tournament returns to the ring.
They should do this every year.
The Buckskin Gloves boxing tournament used to travel the province, a showcase of hidden talent that hasn't been seen since 2003. Now it's time to rumble once more.
And if it weren't for the resilience of these survivors, we wouldn't have this platform today.
The tournament was founded back in 1949. It was during hard times when Indigenous boxers were not allowed to fight in other boxing venues.
None of the boxing coaches in this town wanted to box against the Squamish, Musqueam, Tsleil-Waututh, or Northern families because they were tough.
They had to create their own boxing space because being Indigenous was a hard road. Indian residential schools, prejudice, and exclusion were like jabs to Indigenous society.
And at that time, they used to send the RCMP after us, like we were criminals.
Larry Douglas was just 12 years old in his first Buckskin Gloves tournament. He says watching these boxers brought back many memories, but he was also amazed at the skill on display.
Not only the young men, but the young girls, young women. Wow, did they ever put on a show? I was so impressed with all the fighters.
There was over 800 Indigenous people in the crowd, and that's who paid for those boxers to come from across Canada.
We're going to cheer them on, and they're going to develop new relationships.
David Robinson helped revive the Indigenous boxing tournament.
What I thought is we need a platform for young Indigenous boxers to be able to shine.
My opponent knocked me down in the first round. I've never been knocked down before, so that was my first time being knocked down like that. But the boys told me to get up, coaches told me keep going, made it happen.
I wanted to bring it back with a better spirit, and in a good light, and highlight the culture and celebrate the culture.
Plans are already in the works for next year's Buckskin Gloves tournament. The River Rock Casino will become its permanent home, and organizers say they have a clear future goal.
We're going to stick together, and we're going to support the young Indigenous fighters in whatever they need to make it to the World Championships, to the Olympics.
Wamish Hamilton, CBC News, Richmond.
Cherry blossoms are in full bloom in and around Vancouver, and the spectacular pink displays have also meant some disruptive and damaging behavior from admirers. Caroline Bargout shows what's being done to protect the delicate blossoms.
It's cherry blossom season in British Columbia. Amid the crowds of people flocking to see them are those vying for the perfect pic. And there's no shortage of influencers online showing exactly how to get it. Oftentimes, that includes breaking off branches or shaking the trees to make it snow. The organizer of Vancouver's Cherry Blossom Festival, which draws upwards of 60,000 people, says every 20 minutes she's had to tell someone to stop.
Mostly we see people just having fun and taking fun photos, but there are some people who want to get that amazing Instagram shot and they start shaking tree branches or pulling them down. And we want to really discourage that.
It's become such a problem, the city of Richmond has put up signs to encourage revelers not to harm the trees.
The wood is brittle and they break really easily, and people don't mean to do it, but when you pull a branch down, it can snap, and that can have detrimental impact on the tree.
Cherry blossom season lasts only a few weeks. That has led scores of people to rush to parks like this one to take photos before they're gone. The heavy traffic puts a tremendous amount of pressure on tree roots, says this horticulture expert.
You know, it can only take so much. And so this is going to shorten the life of the trees just because of that added stress. Now, if you add to that people pulling on the branches, if people are breaking branches, that can be a serious issue.
He says broken tree branches provide an opening for fungal and bacterial diseases where they otherwise would not be able to penetrate.
People have to be respectful of nature so everybody enjoys it.
If we want to keep them being beautiful every year, it's important to take care of it.
Experts say people get plant blindness and don't realize their actions are harming the trees. But with a little bit of education, they hope that will change. Caroline Bargout, CBC News, Vancouver.
As Donald Trump's deadline to reopen the Strait of Hormuz looms, the war with Iran is not giving any indication of ending. After the break, how the conflict is leading to cost hikes and material shortages here in Canada. We tried to show you this next piece earlier in the show, but had a technical issue there, but it's here now. So the crew of the Artemis II mission has made history. They've successfully approached the moon, then slingshot it all the way around it, and they've now traveled farther from Earth than anyone ever before. Karen Pauls shows us what they saw.
They've done it. The Artemis II crew slingshotted around the moon, lost all communication with Earth, and then came out the other side.
Houston, integrity, comm check.
Integrity, we have you loud and clear.
Along the way, 3 Americans and Canadian Jeremy Hansen went farther into space than anyone before, surpassing the distance record set by Apollo 13 way back in 1970.
Today, for all humanity, you're pushing beyond that frontier.
We choose this moment to challenge this generation and the next to make sure this record is not long-lived.
That's when the crew made an emotional request to name a new crater spotted on the moon after a part of their astronaut family no longer with them.
So we lost a loved one. Her name was Carol, the spouse of Reed, the mother of Katie and Ellie.
Carol Taylor Wiseman died of cancer in 2020.
It's a bright spot on the moon. And we would like to call it Carol.
On board Orion, there were tears and hugs. This is the first time human eyes have seen parts of the far side of the moon.
Wow, yeah. I wish I had some more time to just sit here and describe what I'm seeing.
Something I've never seen in photographs before, but is very apparent. All the really bright new craters.
Views that were too dark or too difficult to see by the 24 Apollo astronauts who preceded them.
Aristarchus, the plateau is hard for me to see from this window, but that had green issues to me and was very unique. I didn't see anything like that anywhere else on this side of the moon.
Those direct human descriptions, a big deal for scientists. Colors can reveal mineral composition and even age.
To have astronauts that have been trained in geology that can explain what they will see, the human eye can see differences in colors, certain nuance that we don't necessarily see with camera. It can better observe textures, as well as the 3D.
For about 40 long minutes, the astronauts lost contact with mission control, the moon blocking all signals.
And so, as we prepare to go out of radio communication, we're still to feel your love from Earth. And to all of you, we love you from the moon.
Once on the other side,
we will explore, we will build, we will drive rovers, we will found companies, we will bolster industry, but ultimately, we will always choose Earth. We will always choose each other.
U.S. President Donald Trump revealed details on Monday of the high-risk mission to rescue a U.S. airman deep behind enemy lines. He also doubled down on his threat to destroy civilian infrastructure in Iran. That's if a deal isn't struck by 5 o'clock Pacific time Tuesday evening. Katie Nicholson has the latest from Washington.
The U.S. president described how a weapons officer stranded behind enemy lines relied on his training to survive. The officer's F-15 was shot down Friday deep inside Iran. The pilot was rescued within hours. The weapons officer was flung far away from his crewmate when they ejected.
The officer followed his training and climbed into the treacherous mountain terrain and started climbing toward a higher altitude, something they were trained to do in order to evade capture.
The officer was injured but pushed on.
He scaled cliff faces, bleeding rather profusely, treated his own wounds, and contacted American forces to transmit his location.
The CIA pinpointed his location in a mountain crevice. More than 150 aircraft were involved in the operation. 2 large planes got stuck in soft sand in the landing site, an old farm, and had to be destroyed. Smaller planes were dispatched to bring the soldiers to safety. Trump also addressed his profane threat on Easter Sunday to take out Iran's power plants and civilian infrastructure if Iran doesn't open the Strait of Hormuz. Strikes on civilian infrastructure are generally viewed in the eyes of international law as a war crime, though there are some exceptions. Trump has given Iran until 8 o'clock Eastern Tuesday night to strike a deal.
We have a plan, because of the power of our military, where every bridge in Iran will be decimated by 12 o'clock tomorrow night, where every power plant in Iran will be out of business, burning, exploding, and never to be used again.
Negotiations through intermediators are continuing. Earlier today, Iran rejected a 45-day ceasefire, pushing instead for a more lasting agreement and presenting its own 10-point plan, all as the clock keeps ticking toward Tuesday's 8 p.m. Eastern deadline. Katie Nicholson, CBC News, Washington.
The conflict in the Middle East is leading to hikes in air travel costs in Canada. Air Canada Vacations will charge $50 per passenger for travel packages to destinations including Mexico, the Caribbean, Central America, and some U.S. cities. And WestJet is introducing a $60 fuel surcharge on companion voucher bookings that are associated with an RBC program. And here's another look at those beautiful cherry blossoms blooming across the Lower Mainland. Spring is definitely in the air. Darius will have your BC-wide weather forecast coming up.
CBC.ca.
Hi, I'm Amy Bell, and this is your CBC Inbox.
Celebrate cinema and culture with CBC at the Sunder Prize Film Festival, April 23rd to the 26th. The festival features a powerful slate of films, panels, and special events that shine a light on stories of identity, belonging, resilience, and social change. And never miss a special programming series, event, or contest. Subscribe to CBC's e-newsletter and keep connected with us.
The weather update is brought to you by Paul Davis Property Restoration Experts. When things go wrong, we do what's right.
Darius Madavi joins us now with our BC-wide weather forecast. Darius, how's it looking out there?
I want to talk about how we're looking up there first, Baneet, because right now the Artemis astronauts are emerging from a total solar eclipse. They passed behind the moon, and of course, from their perspective, the moon is a lot bigger than it is here on Earth, so it was a very long eclipse. It lasted almost an hour, which let them see some pretty unique features on the moon that you wouldn't be able to see normally with the sun's glare. So very exciting stuff. This is an animation of what their perspective looked like as they passed behind the moon, but to be honest, it goes a little bit slow, and we only have so much time because it's a short show today. So I will just tell you right now, the sun is there looking down at the Earth. The moon right now is about 80% full, which means 20% of the far side is illuminated. So the Artemis astronauts got to see things that nobody has ever seen with the naked eye before. Very exciting. And right now they are emerging from the other side of the moon and starting to see the sun once again. So exciting stuff. They are now officially on their way home, which is good stuff. Let's look at the weather now, I suppose. We have some snow that is continuing to move across the north. We have that yellow snowfall warning in place for the Peace region. That'll likely last through tomorrow morning, so be on the lookout for that. Still some heavy snowfall overnight, 10 to 20 centimeters. Of course, we're seeing some strong winds down here on the coast as well through tomorrow morning. Some ferries that have been put either on notice or canceled as a result of that. As we look to tomorrow, definitely a lot calmer in the north, and we continue to see sunny conditions in the south. That ridge likely holds through the end of the work week, but by the weekend, we might start to see some more precipitation creep into the south. Temperatures, though, quite a bit warmer than normal, easily over 20 degrees today, but they do fall quite significantly in parts of the interior tomorrow as that cold front from the north makes its impact felt in the south. But it doesn't last too long. Temperatures start to climb again as we get into the end of the week. Conditions tomorrow, a few areas seeing that lingering snow or mix of snow and rain in some spots. Things a little bit unsettled in parts of the south, but definitely the north is the place we're going to be watching, especially in the morning, but should taper off by the afternoon. And here's our 5-day forecast. Plenty of sunshine in there and temperatures quite warm, especially inland, looking at about 20 degrees by the end, close to 20 degrees by the end of the week. But again, expect temperatures to come down as we get into the weekend.
All right, so some snow and sunshine. Thank you so much, Darius.
Thank you.
And thank you for being with us tonight on CBC Vancouver News. You can watch this newscast on our free CBC Gem app, as well as on YouTube, and of course our website, that's cbc.ca/BC. Hope you have a great night.